Hello everyone, this is Eric,
And this is Sandy.
and today we're going to ask, should you live in the Philippines or the U.S. with your Filipino spouse? This video is about whether or not to live in the U.S. or Philippines with your Filipino spouse. You can expect different outcomes and realities when living in either place. Our topic today will discuss what to consider in each place.
But before we start with our video, please be sure to hit that like button. It helps us help you. It seems to be one of the major factors in driving the YouTube algorithm. Also, if you would like to receive more information about the Philippines, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell so that you will be notified when we upload another video. And last but not the least, be sure to share this video with others who are interested in moving or retiring to the Philippines. Alright, number 1. The first consideration is the fact that the Philippines does not extend equal rights and privileges to the spouse of a Filipina. Compared to the US, your Filipino spouse will get most of the same rights and privileges as a US citizen.
In fact, your Filipino spouse may be extended even more rights and protections. For example, in the United States, the female's word is often taken over a male's word. As far as employment, women often get extended more job offers than men in the United States. Those are a couple of ways that women will get even more privileges than a man.
Okay. Number 2. Buying a house and land. If you and your spouse are considering investing in a home or other property, this privilege is not available to U.S. citizens in the Philippines. It is available to your Filipino spouse in the U.S. In fact, your Filipino spouse can get a first-time homebuyer mortgage privileges in the U.S. These can come in handy considering the down payment for a first-time homebuyer in the States is usually around 3%. The interest rate could also be lower. Your Filipino spouse will likely have a newer and thus better credit history. So all of this must be considered when assessing whether or not to live in the U.S. or in the Philippines.
Yes, that is a very good benefit that's available to the U.S. citizens and their spouses. The first-time homebuyer program also can include assistance with down payment.
Mm-hmm.
And these things, if you've already bought a home before, you won't be able to get those yourself, but you can get them through your newly wed Filipino spouse. So that's one of the things that you really want to take into consideration as a good benefit for living in the States.
Mm-hmm. Third, owning or starting a business. In the Philippines, a business must be 60% owned by a Filipino. So, you and your spouse cannot own it on a 50-50 basis. In the US, you can have a 50-50 joint ownership.
The fourth consideration is where you would like to travel. If you move to the U.S., you will be closer to all of the states in the United States. Also, you'll be close to Mexico and Canada. In the Philippines, on the other hand, you'll be close to several Asian countries such as Japan, Vietnam, Thailand, Cambodia, and also Malaysia. So if you want to get a lot of your Asian countries off your bucket list, this will be a good place to come where you can easily access those countries. The fifth consideration is whether or not your Filipino spouse plans to work or not. If she is planning to be a stay-at-home spouse, it is most advantageous to stay in the Philippines due to the lower cost of living for a couple. In the U.S., the cost of living for two people will most likely preclude her from being a stay-at-home spouse. However, job opportunities will be better in the U.S. for her and possibly for yourself as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's right. Here in the Philippines, although we have a lot of job options here, but not compared to the US, that you can get the best jobs and good paying jobs as well.
So finally, our advice to you is to choose the best country to live in that's beneficial to both of your goals. Deciding whether or not your Filipino spouse will be working or not, where you would like to travel, whether or not you're going to purchase property or whether or not you're going to own or buy a business, are just some of the major considerations that you'll have to consider.
Mm-hmm.
Be sure to do your research on the particulars of the benefits of each country and what it has to offer before making your final decision. Be sure to do this because once you make the decision, then you'll have to abide by it for some length of time. It's not really that easy to quit jobs in one country and then hop to another country and get other jobs right away. Just be sure that you make the right decision and make sure that you know which country you want to live in before you make that big decision.
Mm-hmm.
And thank you guys once again for tuning in today. This is Eric.
And this is Sandy.
We're signing out. Bye for now.